Okay, Coach. First interview of the year for you. So, kind of give me an overview of where you guys feel you are this season right now.
Okay. You know, I be honest with you. You know, there's some areas that I'm pleased with. There's some areas that I'm not. There's some areas that I'm not disappointed with. Some areas that I'm very disappointed in. I think that offensively we've been very inconsistent, although we've been improving. There have been some players that we certainly counted on that have gotten off to slow starts. You know, we've had some guys that have been consistent for us throughout the 28 games we've played. So consistency's been a factor, not effort. You know, our team's effort has been, you know, more than satisfactory for most of the games we've played. When you don't hit, your team always looks a little flatter than it is. A lack of offense makes it look that way. You go to a major league game and you see the same thing. For years, you know, even when the Giants won the World Series, people were saying, "Oh, they're not ready to play because they weren't hitting," but that wasn't the case. So I think sometimes we suffer from that same situation. We've had some guys on the mound that I've been happy with. You know, I think Zach Jones has battled through some injuries and has done some good things for us. He's got 5 saves for us and 5 save opportunities. I've been very happy with him. He's in a very difficult situation. Originally, our plans called for Zach to be hitting as well, and because of his, you know, he's had some back issues, and it's forced us to limit him in that area because I think he could help us offensively. Zach's done a nice job. You know, Johnny Malero's kind of pitched in tough luck. I think that Calais Contratis, who, in my opinion, is you know, might be one of the best players we have on our team. I think when he matures and gets to even his sophomore year, this guy's going to be an outstanding player for us. Very happy with him. Andre Mercurio, as a freshman, has gotten valuable experience. He'll be a good player. So we've had some guys that have done okay.
All right. Well, you coming off of your first 3-game series win of the season, and you kind of want some momentum going into WAC play. You talked about the offensive struggles a little bit. What kind of things can you do for the offense heading into WAC now?
Well, you know, if I had the answer to that, you know, I probably wouldn't be coaching. I'd be doing something like really important, like curing cancer. You know, in coaching, you know, you stay up at night trying to answer those questions that you gave me, and it's not unusual for me to wake up at 3 in the morning and write down things. It seems like when we get a breakthrough in an area, and it looks like maybe we're moving in that direction, then we have a setback. So, for example, what things we do? We went to the cages for about 10 days in a row, where we just worked in the cages, worked every drill. We worked on we changed some stances. We changed some, you know, the swings. I mean, we changed some things on some guys that we felt would be beneficial as far as hand path, as far as balance and leverage. And we spent hours in there. And we spent, so we didn't work on defense at all. We didn't get on the field and hit live. We worked on mechanics. I felt we got some results from that. But then we had a leakage in our defense a little bit. And so all of a sudden we took a step back defensively. So time is, you know, where you shuffle your time is very important. We have some guys that I think have gotten better mechanically. Although on Saturday, the last game of the series, extremely disappointed.
And some of the frustration is probably for the coaching staff trying to find the combination of players that work, and that's partially why we saw some of the younger guys, including John Nelson, this weekend.
Well, you know, practice is very important. I expect our guys to practice at a high level, and it's a forum for the players. So if I'm not playing much, that is a forum to get a coach's attention. So what we do is after every practice we evaluate the practice and which guys stuck out. John had been on our radar for a period of time, and we said let's give John an opportunity here. He's doing some things that we'll see if we can transfer into the game. So we did start him against UOP. Had a very fine game. I don't expect him to do that every game, but he did show some things. But you're right. You know, we're looking for the best combination we can. Most of our better hitters are left-handed, so when teams throw lefties against us, it causes a little bit of a problem for me. So I do have to platoon in some areas.
Now going ahead to this week, not to look over St. Mary's, they're a good club, and you played a good game up in St. Mary's earlier this year. But certainly the matchup this week is the opening whack against the rivals Fresno in Fresno. What can you expect out of this series?
Well, I really, and I know this probably doesn't sound what you want, but I don't care who it is. We right now are not. We're more concerned about us. Obviously, Fresno going there and playing at Fresno is a very tough assignment. They play very well in their own ballpark. They have a very good team. I watched their game against Hawaii over the weekend. It was on television. I taped it. I'm going to break it down. But they have great athletes, and they're going to be very difficult to beat. We are going to have to pitch extremely well, limit our walks. We're going to have to offensively be resourceful and score whenever we can. And there again, it's about putting the best lineup on the field that day. As far as our pitching, the way we're doing it, we're going to be a little unorthodox in how we break the pitching down. I don't feel we have 3 starting pitchers that can go as long as we'd like. So we're going to try things differently. We did that this weekend and had some success with it. So we want to get off to a good start. Obviously every series you play, you want to win it. But the key thing is when you go on the road, you want to make sure you don't get swept. So one of our goals certainly is to make sure we come home with some bacon, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. And it's not as easy. Like I said, playing in Fresno is very difficult.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck this week.
Thank you very much.